Hey everyone, welcome to today's The Steady Trader YouTube Live. What I would like to cover today is something that can be generalized as the challenges or the art of working from home. Not just even trading from home, but just working from home. And we're gonna make this very specific to trading from home as well. But I think working from home for a lot of people who used to work at an office is actually quite a challenge. And so even though I like to personally keep a separate office, an actual office outside of my homes, every once in a while I will work from home, like on a Friday, I will do some work from home, and of course on weekends as well. So there are three things that I think are really, really important to kind of make sure you master, specifically now for trading. So number one to me is you want to set business hours. I don't know if you can read that. Set specific business hours. And of course, for trading, the good news about trading stocks is that we have specific hours for trading the market. In terms of, say, New York time, is the stock market's open from 9:30 in the morning until 4 p.m. Eastern time. So that's the good news. However, just because that's when the market is open doesn't mean that, and you work from home and there's no boss and no meetings, that doesn't mean that you should be sitting from 9 to 4 p or 9:30 to 4 p.m. in front of your computer looking at the flickering ticks. That's going to drive you bananas. There's not a single successful trader that I know that does that or ever will do that. Make sure you set time. Maybe you sit in front of the computer and do some research an hour, half an hour before then, right? But write it down on a piece of, on a notepad. Those are your set hours, right? And then you do that. You repeat that day after day. Step away from the computer at maybe 11 o'clock or 11:30 New York time in the morning, whatever time zone that works for, what that is for you. Take a lunch break, right? Maybe you could do something else and then come back again maybe before the market is closed. If you do this full time, if you don't, then of course, then maybe you take the entire afternoon off because you go work, or maybe you go play golf because you're retired. But the point is, you have to have set business hours. Don't just randomly pop in and out of your home office. I don't think that's a good thing to do. So that's number one. Number two, and this is a biggie, you got to minimize your distractions. Minimize your distractions. Number two. And that, of course, can be challenging. So maybe you have a family and you've got kids running around, or pets. If you are retired, maybe you've got grandkids running around, or whatever the case might be, and a lot of distractions. So all of that really starts by educating or telling your co-inhabitants, right? So for me, when I first started doing some work on Fridays from home, I was very clear. I told my wife, I was like, listen, I've got, here's my plan for the day. I need to have quiet time here and here and here. And I told our daughter as well. And so I think that's worked out very well. Certainly there will be distractions that pop up here and there, but for the most part, you have to make sure you minimize your distractions. Turn off your phone, or make sure you don't hear the doorbell. Whatever the case might be, you got to make sure you stay focused. And especially for trading, right? You can't be in the middle of a trade or a deep analysis session. For me, I don't like it when I get sort of rocked out of my deep analysis sessions. That's number two. And number three, and this is something I tell you, probably very few people do. I don't want to know because it's a little bit a personal thing, but dress the part. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to sit there, with a suit and tie if you're a man, or if you're a woman, you're in your entire, whatever the business outfit is. But it does mean I think you should, at least wear pants, at least wear maybe a button-down shirt if you're a guy. Make sure you feel important. If you're just slumming around in your pajamas all day in front of the computer, I don't think that gets you psychologically in a good spot to be trading and doing any really serious work from your home office. So those are my 3 points. I hope this helped, folks. Again, make sure you understand that trading and investing is a very serious business. It shouldn't be entertainment. If you want to entertain yourself, go do something more fun. Even though trading and investing can be fun, it's, money's on the line. And the goal here, the only goal is to make money. So make sure, again, you set specific business hours. Number one. Number two, minimize distractions. And number three, dress the part. Hope it helped, folks. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.